Yes, sir. Naimbagmet nga Rabi, kanyayo dita Pilipinas. So, actually, this has been the issue in the past few days regarding the ongoing investigation of the Senate pertaining to the case of Pastor Kibuloy. So, unang-una, I really want to clarify that my side is only basing under the law. So I'm trying to explain. So baka kasi yung ating mga audience will also look, yung ang titingnan nila dito sa punto na to is something political na parang ako meron akong pinapaborang tao. So I have to clarify it first kasi siyempre yung mga tao palibhasa itong lawyer na to is favoring somebody else. So kaslakas di ngamin ti panag ti impression dagiti tattao aglalo nga the fact that we have heard over the past few days that there is a misunderstanding between our president and the vice president, and we know that the vice president is a strong supporter of Pastor Kibuloy. So ngayon it's very good that you open up these questions, or at least mainit-init pa para kahit paano the people who are listening to your program will be able to understand. Okay, kung ano ba yung katayo yung bakit magkakaroon ng standing yung ating mga kagaya ni Pastor Kibuloy that he invoke his right to remain silent. So basically, sabi ko nga na when you talk about human rights, okay, it is embodied already in our constitution. So we have this Article 3, Section 17 of our Philippine Constitution, which provides that no person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. So we're looking into the manner of questioning, okay, of our honorable senators. They are actually, for me, they are actually incriminating. So, like for example, they would make you, they would make you admit something out of compulsion. Dahil sa pamimilit nila, minsan, parang gusto mo nang bumigay. Nasasagutin ko na lang ng yes. Yung gusto nila, ikaw ba ay kilala mo tong taong to? Totoo ba na meron kang binubuong grupo ng mga babae na later on minumolestya mo? Kasi minsan, lalo na kung isang tao ay unang-una is hindi siya guided by a lawyer. Okay, so kung hindi siya guided, dahil sa nawawala na yung mind niya doon sa kanyang karapatan or rights, they would tend to answer the question which they don't know the consequence afterwards. Like yan, tatanungin, dahil mapilitan ka kasi makukulit sila eh. Talagang ganyan din naman ang ginagawa nila, kinukulit ka. So ending, admit ka na lang para lang matapos na. Yun, that's what you're thinking. Kasi unang-una, yun nga, yung gusto mo na talagang sagutin. Kasi nga, parang iniinis ka eh. But then again, you would not realize that later on, there is a consequence on you. Kasi sasabihin na nila, he admitted in this honorable body that he has these kinds of group of women, and then they are engaged into this. And then later on, okay, so syempre, pag yung mga tagapanood natin, narinig nila yan, they would say, inamin mo eh, narinig namin doon. Okay, kasi later on, they will recant, babawiin din nila yan pagdating na sa korte. Kasi sasabihin ni Pastor Kibuloy would be, hindi naman ano yan eh, I was compelled. But then again, you have already made that statement. So, pangalawang consequence niyan is that there would now be what we call meron na kasing ano yan eh, parang public vindication. Parang tingin nila, syempre kung sumagot ka, then later on, you will recant, ayan, nagsisinungaling na yan. Okay, pangalawang ano yan eh, iisipin nila. And another thing also, if you would not answer also the questions of the honorable senators, sasabihin naman ng mga tao, may tinatago yan, hindi sumasagot. But then again, the question, ang ano natin dyan, ang punto natin dyan, saan ba kasi humuhugot yung ating mga senador? Bakit they are conducting these kinds of investigation in the Senate? So ako kasi when I discuss legal matters, I really point it out, ano ba yung very reason or rationale, why is it that they are doing these kinds of activities? Like yan, meron silang Senate hearing. So ano ba kasi ang purpose of the conduct of that certain Senate hearing? So babalik tayo sa ating konstitusyon. Ang binanggit po doon, syempre ang Senate natin sa constitutional law, when you talk about the Senate as a member of, di ba, upper house yan eh. Kasi ang Congress natin, upper house and lower house. So doon sila sa upper house. Ngayon, ano ba kasi ang role ng Congress natin? They are law-making bodies, so legislative. So gagawa sila ng batas. Ngayon, so i-relate na natin yung kanilang hearing that they are conducting. So ngayon, sa Senate, meron talaga silang duty or responsibility to hold hearings in aid of legislation. So ngayon, parang sa local legislation din, tatawag sila ng mga hearings, okay, para alamin ang boses ng tao. So ngayon, merong issue yan, kasi nga si Pastor Kibuloy is a political tawag nito, yung sikat na tao. So ngayon, alleged to be there is a violation on women. Ngayon, si Senator Risa Hontiveros is the committee chairman on women. So ngayon, magko-conduct na siya ngayon ng hearing para ito, kung titingnan mo sa batas, magko-conduct ka ng hearing in aid of legislation. So unang-una, ang purpose dyan is to improve our existing law on women. Pangalawa dyan, kung wala tayong batas na nagko-cover doon sa mga karapatan ng babae along religious organizations, and there is a need to create a legislation so that chairman or committee chairman, the person of Senator Risa Hontiveros, can ask or can conduct that hearing for that purpose. So ngayon, sir, kasi ang nangyayari doon naman sa question and answer portion kasi, ang nangyayari na parang meron ng personalan, meron na ring mga parang they are just accusing you, they are just like they are acting like court. Parang it's so also unfair for a person, okay, who is called upon to act as a resource person, na ang ending, ang gagawin nila is incriminate nila yung kanilang mga sarili doon sa kinoconduct na hearing. So ngayon, nawawala na tuloy yung essence of the conduct of that hearing. So kung may kaso, gaya nga ng sabi ni Pastor Kibuloy, I know, marami siyang pera to hire lawyers. So definitely, he was advised, okay, to hold his statements because for cases against him, we have the courts to resolve. Okay, so yun naman yung point. So sa ating mga tagapakinig, huwag naman tayong maging judgmental sa ating mga napapanood. Kasi unang-una, kung hindi na sila sumasagot, meron na yung meron ng kasalanan yan. Kaya may tinatago yan, kaya hindi yan sumasagot. Pag sumagot naman siya, at yung sinagot niya, syempre, out of compulsion. Parang napilitan ka kasi nabibisit ka na rin sa paulit-ulit na pagtatanong. Or yung pagtatanong nila, minsan parang nakakainis ka, parang gusto mo na rin sumuntok eh. Nasasagot ka ng suntok. Pero dahil to cut the story short, syempre, if you are not aided by a lawyer, syempre, ang sasabihin mo na is, yun nga, yung sasabihin mo na would be, sige na nga, aamin na lang ako. And then later on, bubulong na ng lawyer mo na, bakit ka umamin? Totoo ba yan? Nung nag-usap tayo, wala naman tayong pinag-usapan ganyan. Wala naman tayong ngayon, hindi yan, nabibisit ka. Okay, so that's now the consequence. So meron na tayong tinatawag na, I forgot the term, yung, syempre, trial by publicity, I mean. Meron ng trial by publicity. Later on, yung isip na ng tao, etong tao na to, Nagsisinungaling ito, lalo na pag later on, your case will be dismissed in court. Okay, and wala naman, hindi naman pala tumuloy yung kaso. Later on, isipin pa ng mga tao na, nabayaran siguro yung korte. Dahil dito sa kaso niya, tingnan nyo, na-dismiss. Talagang malakas. They don't realize na, yun nga, yun pala, yung Senate natin, they are not courts. Okay, na nagbibigay sa atin ng desisyon.
Okay,
Okay,
Tony, sorry for interrupt you, but so titirason may sakit dinasarita niya Pastor Kibuloy nga inawagan na nga trial by publicity.
Publicity.
Ay ti pa naging Investigative Committee, attorney.
Yes, sir. Kasi si Kangamin Nukwan, sir, siyempre may isa lang ka eh. You are facing, okay, the committee. And here comes, of course, the media are there kasi to cover that particular hearing. So, dun sa pag-conduct na ng hearing na yan, siyempre, yung mga tao, papanoorin nila yan. So, what it already provides a wrong misconception. There is wrong conception or there is now misconception on that part na nagbibigay ka na ng idea sa mga tao na kung tutuusin, mali yung na nakakarating sa kanila na message. Kasi nga doon sa, yun nga yung tayo naman na nanonood, of course, yung isipin natin dyan is that, yun nga yung sinabi ko kanina na when you answer, okay, and the answer that you've given, for example, napa-admit ka tuloy out of your, yun nga, nainis ka, sumagot ka, yes. So, yun na, i-quote na nila na you have done something. And later on kasi, pagdating na sa court, siyempre may abogado ka na, in the course of the trial, talaga namang hindi mo ano yun, out of ano ka lang eh. Yung napilitan ka lang, kaya nasabi mo yun. Siyempre sa court naman, ire-recant mo yun, babawiin mo yun. Kasi nga, incriminating statement yun against you. Okay, so yun yung point. And one thing more, yun nga, yung bottom line kasi ng ating mga hearing na ganyan sa Senate should be in aid of legislation. Hindi siya talaga investigatory. Okay, so walang patutunguhan yan eh. Question and then later on, the last thing that they will do would be endorse it to courts. So sana dapat dinerecho na yon sa korte. Bakit kayo pa nag-conduct ng hearing kung wala naman palang aasahan na resulta? Kasi nga, yun nga yung sabi ko dyan is that this Senate as a legislative body is there to conduct hearing in aid of legislation para mapaganda yung ating mga batas na meron to improve it or to create a law na wala pang nagko-cover sa karapatan ng mga tao na yan tungkol sa, like for example, the case of Pastor Kibuloy, yung mga women in the religious organizations, parang ganon.
Okay, so attorney, para kada kayo, ti opinion lang para kada kayo attorney, ket arig na awan ti pagmamayan na kayo ti iwayo ay investigasyon ti Senado na muna it's posible nga sumarasarno nga hearing ket sumarno nga imbiteranda ni former President Duterte, attorney. So para kada kayo awan ti kumbaga awan ti pagmamayan na bat hanggang investigasyon laeng then naging gana may publikar no digiti ararami din, yes. Senado pa nag-imbestigar kadigitiyag balin nga speaker da, attorney?
Yes, kasi unang-una, yan na naman. So, harap naman si former President Duterte doon. So, syempre, pag-uusapan nila dyan would be the anti-drug war that was alleged to have committed a lot of human rights violation. Okay, so, ang punto naman dyan is that while it is true na sabihin natin na meron nga talagang mga there are abuses, alleged to be abuses during his time as president, particularly human rights violations on the anti-drug war, sana nilagay na lang nila sa korte kasi may korte tayong re-resolve dyan. Bakit kailangan mo pang imbestigahan? Is there something missing in our existing drug law that would require that committee to invite him to improve our existing law? Meron bang ganon na tanong? Meron bang i-improve ng ating mga existing laws para iimbitahan mo siya and to conduct that inquiry to him? Yun naman yung point. Okay, so kung wala, edi ano mo na lang yan, you let the court do it. And or the victims file that appropriate case in court. Okay, wag na sa Senate. Parang kasi ang ending dyan would be baka yung resolution, or ending, i-relay din yan later on sa court. So what now? What for? Now, yung ginagawa nilang hearing for that matter. Okay, good thing kung meron talagang i-improve na gagawin sa ating existing drug laws. Kung paigtingin ba yung mga parusa, kasi nga including the involvement of politicians in yung sa mga drug related cases, kung paigtingin ang mga penalties to be imposed, okay, maganda yon. Pero kung ang ending lang is to just humiliate that person and later on they will just endorse his case to the court and ang ending wala rin palang mangyayari, so useless.
Attorney, iti investigation ti Senate Committee. Mabaling ko sa rendan to no mapanyan ti korte nga ebidensya against especially iti agdamanat ng investigaranda kay ni Kibuloy. Namuna kasko namon nga inamin na gapot na napilitan, gapot na nakulit iti honorable senador nga agsaludsod. So mapalindang usa rin, attorney, no mapanyan ti korte iti reklamo against kay ni Kibuloy, attorney?
Okay, so kaya nga doon sa kanilang hearing, if you observe, talagang pinapasumpaan nila ang kanilang mga salaysay doon sa Senate, if you're not observed. So you are telling us na inaamin mo sa harapan ng committee na to na meron kang ginawang ganito. So may sinumpaan ka dito sa ating komite na ikaw ay magsasabi ng totoo. So ngayon tatanungin namin sa iyo, di ba? May sinumpaan ka, aamin ka. Okay, so ang tanong naman diyan is there syempre he was informed of his rights. Okay, so to remain silent. Then again he admitted in front of them. So they might as well use that statement in court. Okay, baka pwede nilang yan. Pwede nilang dagdag na yan. Okay, kung siya ay they will file an appropriate case in court. But then again, so meron pa rin, siyempre si Kibuloy will definitely deny that statement na out of compulsion. Yun din lang naman ang kanyang depensa. But then again, kung pwede niyang gagamitin, pwede sir, pwede niyang gagamitin against him. Okay, kasi nga unang-una magagaling din ating mga ilan sa ating mga senador, talagang binabanggit nila sa kanilang statement na sumusumpa ka ngayon, Mr. Kibuloy, na ikaw ay merong binuang grupo ng mga babae, ng mga babaeng ito ay subject mo, ginawan mo ng ganito, ganyan. Okay, sinusumpaan mo. So pag sinusumpaan mo, okay, so you are now attesting, okay, to the truthfulness of your statement. So ngayon, pwede bang gamitin? Pwede yan. Okay, kaya lang, there is always of course, pwede rin pa rin i-deny yan. Later on ni Pastor Kibuloy, out of compulsion, yung ginawa nila. So, dahil hindi na siya nakapag-isip, dahil mapilit, ganyan. But then again, yun nga yung point natin dyan, that is an incriminating statement. Kasi nakakasira sa'yo eh. Okay, so, yun nga, yung maganda, tingnan nyo sir, lahat ng mga pumupunta doon, tumitigas, na ayaw talagang nagpapakulong na lang sila through Senate, Kasi nga yung Senate natin, may right talaga to cite you in contempt kasi nasa kanilang procedure. Senate procedure yan. Okay, na pwede ka lang i-cite in contempt when you do not answer to their questions. But then again, tingnan mo, mas marami ang hindi sumasagot. Kasi nga, those statements are incriminating to you. Okay, so incriminating, parang nilalagay mo yung sarili mo na as if meron kang ginawa. Okay? Naamin mo, I mean. Okay?
Okay, so para kadagay attorney, kasi may isang abogado, parang natigo naman na pinpintas no diretso in the court, gipile in the court.
Yes.
Ay gusto yung akusasyon, especially kadito yung akusasyon da kini Pastor Kibuloy. Even kita duma nga may investigar, even iti lower house, iti House of Representative, Attorney.
Yes, sir. So it's better that they have to focus on yung ating mga mambabata sa paggawa ng batas. Okay, so when they do these kinds of inquiry, sana they should focus on their mandate na ang kanilang ginagawang hearing is intended in aid of legislation. Okay, hindi yung to destroy someone else na hindi nila ka-partido or hindi na nila kagrupo, kasi meron naman tayong korte na hahawak sa mga kaso ng ating mga tao na sinasubject for investigation. Kasi in the past, in our observation, wala namang inantungan eh. Puro lang sila nag-investigate doon. But then again, hindi naman it ended up with a resolution na meron bang nangyari doon sa tao na yon after na in-investigate nila ng maraming mga tanong na ginawa. Meron bang ending? Wala eh. And ang ending din yan is i-refer din nila sa court. Okay, for proper disposition. So, parang nagagamit lang yung ating Senate hearing in order to implicate someone, okay, na aamin sa kanilang mga ginawang kasalanan and as well as trial by publicity. Okay, so binibigyan lang ng idea yung mga tao na itong tao na to ay merong talagang ginawang hindi maganda in the past.
Okay, so kumbaga, parang sayang lat oras iti investigasyon, iti upper house, Attorney.